It's your boy G-mo the Great, a.k.a. King of the Hustle. And man, I'm on an episode of Krown Podcast, the dopest podcast in the world, you dig? So I'm in this thing, man. Hey, we got perfect sound. I'm in a new little position, man. Shout out to Podcast Suites, you hear me? So we in this thing, man. I got another wonderful guest in here in the building with me. But before I jump too far into that, let me go ahead and just bust out with a sponsor for today's show. Today's show is sponsored by Krown Podcast and Click Chat Podcast Pajama Party coming up on December 14th. So if you're looking for something to do for the holidays with your friends, your family, just want to get out, have some fun. We have prizes, everything. You know, I'm out here with the new Trapioke part of the show. So definitely Trapioke gonna be on board, giveaways, food, all of that. A lot of dope sponsors which you hear as I go on throughout the show. But check that out, Eventbrite. You know, go to any of our podcast Instagram pages and you should be able to find it there as well. So definitely salute to that, the party. So back to the business. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here, and when I first started out this podcast thing, I had this one person I was supposed to have as my co-host originally, day one episode. Go back to the first episode of Krown Podcast when I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I had this illustrious co-host, you know what I'm saying, that was on the show with me, and I had to bring her back because, man, we back in the fold, and you know what I'm saying, this is my dog, my A1, my day one. And let me shout out Miss Kitty, a.k.a. Miss Savii, a.k.a. You know what I'm saying?
A.k.a.
Fill in the blank, you did. But I got Miss Kitty in the building. Shout out to her.
Hey, what's up, Miss Kitty in the building? And you know I'm representing for Fat and Unfiltered Podcast.
Hey.
You know I was the original hostess with the mostest, so I had to come back and shout it out with my homeboy. I'm in this thing.
Man.
We working and we hustling.
We was grinding, dog. That was an official show.
I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying?
Like we gonna get back in this thing, though.
We got to get back in the fold. They say you can have multiple podcasts and, you know what I'm saying, just keep it going.
Man, I'm feeling it. I'm glad you said that because I'm here today and I'm ready to work.
Man,
I might be your co-host. I don't know. I might put my foot in the door a little bit.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm all about new news. You know what I'm saying? Everything new this year.
All right, new.
2020 coming up fast. So, with that being said, I'm gonna jump into the first segment of the show, which is called News to Me. News to Me, definitely a portion of the show where I like to just kind of hit on some of the topics that's going on around the streets or in politics, news, whatever. And recently, shout out to Rodney Reed. You heard about Rodney Reed?
I just read an article on that the other day on Facebook. You know, Facebook keep you up to date with everything.
Man, you heard me. Facebook. Shout out to the Shade Room. You did, because I don't know how.
Why is it the Shade Room and TMZ that keep us up to date and not the news, bro?
Hey, but Shade Room need to go to that TMZ type platform though. They doing it
because they damn near close to being better than TMZ or on their level to me because they come out with information before TMZ.
Yeah, shout out to Black media. You know,
do you hear me?
So,
shout out to that melanin in this thing.
But yeah, so Rodney Reed, he's an inmate right now. He's convicted of a rape and a murder back in like 96, and it looks like that he was fraudulently accused of it. He been in prison since like 98, you know what I'm saying? And it looked like that as we go on, he's actually up for execution. Sad part.
Yeah, he is. Like he's been
in days like this. I think by the time this show air, which small caveat, we recorded this on a Saturday, but by the time this show air would have been his execution day.
Yeah, 20th. November the 20th is his actual execution date.
So, but now it looks like that with a lot of people, it's been a lot of petitions, a lot of celebrities standing up for him. It's been a lot of legality people. I made that up. Anyway,
it's okay. We're making shit up today.
You know what I'm saying? That's what happens at the Krown Podcast. But but it looked like a lot of people are starting to stand up and revisit his case, and they trying to fight for him to get another case or whatever, or another court hearing about it. And it looks like I read last that they actually has stopped the execution. Like they removed the date from his file. Like
he submitted an application to the board. It's called a reprieve.
Yeah,
a reprieve of a community something.
Yeah,
and basically they approved it. But I was just reading that why Kardashian? Why Miss Kardashian West? Why she go visit him? Like, she is serious about this thing.
Hey, she got the sauce, though.
Hey, she's serious about getting people out of prison.
The sauce, man.
Didn't they say she helped, like, well, it came out that it was this black lady behind it, but she wrote, like, some letters for 20 different people in prison.
Bruh, like, and I didn't put two and two together because the other day I was watching, they was like, yeah, Kanye's out visiting inmates, and then putting two and two together. You know, Kanye got Sunday service in Houston this Sunday.
I just read about that at what's his name?
Joel Osteen Church.
Osteen.
They say it's free too, so if you ain't got nothing to do Sunday.
Shout out to Joel Osteen.
But I don't rock with Kanye, so whatever. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't even gonna get into that, bro. We ain't even gonna get into it.
Yeah, so they saying that Kanye, but they was like he was at the prison. I was like, huh? Well, I was like, okay, whatever. He always do weird stuff, so I just didn't think about it. Then like a couple of hours later, they was like Kim wrote this whole heartfelt Instagram thing. So apparently, I guess she put her 2 cents in some kind of way. So, I mean, hey, I don't really think she worth much more else, but you know what I'm saying? She getting black men free. Go ahead, Kim.
She actually wrote a tweet, and I got it right here, bro.
Okay.
She said, so grateful for the commitment and passion of everyone who voiced their support. The Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles for their recommendation to issue a 120-day reprieve and the courts for issuing a stay. So that's what happened.
Okay.
And she got a whole bunch of retweets and a whole bunch of likes. But, I mean, shout out to anybody that's supporting people that's in prison up under false accusations.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's a lot of people in prison right now because somebody hurt and mad.
Right.
And ain't no real accusation behind it. So, shout out to Kim and Kanye.
Yeah, they doing their thing, man.
Okay,
so,
hold it down.
You know what I'm saying? But he need to go on with that Sunday service, dog. I ain't really rocking with that. But I ain't gonna go there.
Just let Kanye be in his Jesus moment. Just let him drink his Jesus juice, bro.
Man, hey, I'm gonna let him ride with that one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we just gonna let him ride.
Other news segment, man, I want to touch on, and now I'm not as educated on this one as I would like to be, but another school shooting, you know what I'm saying, happened or occurred. It looks like the school shooting was in Cali and a city called Santa Clarita.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it looks like there's possible 6 injured from that school shooting. And I believe one of the 6 may even be the shooter who they said they took into custody, but later he died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Looks like another student, maybe another student in a possible may have passed away from this shooting as well.
The actual shooter, his name is Nathaniel Burhow, and he had a .45 caliber handgun. Yeah, and this happened Thursday.
So I mean, I don't know, like it's starting to become too overpopulated. These school shootings, man.
He did this on his 16th birthday.
That's crazy.
That's super crazy. Like on your birthday, you had this plan to go in this school and shoot up people.
And it was like his mom was there when he finally passed. Like she passed at his side, and they found nothing to indicate any kind of motive for it.
No, like that's what I'm looking. He didn't leave any kind of note or anything.
Nah. So with that being said, like that's mad crazy, man. Like you think I don't know. I think people starting to go numb to the school shooting situation because it's starting to happen too frequent. I feel, but I feel like man, like something has to be done about this. Like so, I'm from the city of St. Louis. We had suburban high schools. We had urban high schools. The one was in the city, one was in the county. The city schools, they didn't let black students in. They didn't let anybody in the school without going through metal detectors and without going through like a little post where you had to go through the guard. They check your bag and all of that. Now, my mom didn't really want me going to the city school, so she let me go get into this program where they bus city kids out to county schools. And so I went to the county school, and I could probably walk out to the county school right now and go walk up in the building and go see all my old teachers because it was just that open and free. And I feel like that when these situations happen, they never happen in these urban schools. They happen in these suburban schools where it's not a lot of police presence. It's not a lot of monitoring, you know what I'm saying? Because
they feel like it's all right.
Yeah, and I feel like, I mean, I know people don't want their children going to schools with bars on the windows with metal detectors and all of that, but they make it home alive like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this, if you go to a school should be considered like a government building. They honor government holidays. If you go to any government building, you going through metal detectors.
Period.
You go to a IRS building in any major city, you going through a metal detector. If you go to a airport, you're going through a metal detector. You getting searched, you getting checked. So if these are children and we feel they valuable, and these are government buildings technically, why not have those extra precautions? You know what I'm saying?
I completely agree, but the issue is that nobody really wants to talk about it.
Yeah.
The school shooting happened, and then we'll talk about it for a week or two, and then it just kind of dies down until the next time it happens, because nobody really wants to say we want to put metal detectors in these, let's just say it, white neighborhoods with these schools with these kids. They don't want to do that because then it makes them feel like it's just like the one in the rural areas.
Yeah, yeah.
But if we honest, like, people are bringing guns to school more and more often. Like, it's okay because they're seeing not too much is really happening.
Right.
Like, what happened to I'm trying to figure out what happened to the last shooter, the last school shooting. Because it was about 6 or 7 months ago. Like, you don't hear anything about
about it. It's very quiet, and it's
so
no
quiet.
talk. Like, it's no, like, we not demanding politicians bring it up into nothing. Don't nobody want to, and let me just keep it factual. You know, I'm pro-black. Come with the pro-black.
Come on, throw it out there. Let's just
Don't
get
nobody
real.
want to talk about the fact that these students who are doing these shootings, we're not talking about the fact that we're in a society that's creating domestic terrorists.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like that, like, no matter how you want to see it, if you have a child that can snap like that, he's angry, mad, I get a gun, I'm shooting classmates, that's not a normal idea. Then they want to play that, oh, he's sick, he's mentally ill. I'm not going for none of that. That's terrorism. You know
Ain't
what I'm saying?
that how they play it in the media, though?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they put his family picture up all on the screen and have you telling, oh, he was going through a hard time, or people were bullying him. I got bullied in school.
Yeah.
I didn't take a gun to school.
Yeah.
I didn't go shoot up everybody. Like, there's ways to handle situations like that.
Yeah.
And so we have to ask, like, are the parents involved?
And that's the thing. I feel like that these parents, this new age parenting tactic, they hands off. Give them a phone, give them a tablet, get them, as long as they not bothering me, as long as they not asking me for nothing, they good. You know what I'm saying? There's no involvement. It's no, how was school? Let me check your homework. You know what I'm saying? We having family time. Come, you know what I'm saying? It's none of that no more. It's, give them a PlayStation, give them an Xbox, give them a tablet, give them a phone. And as long as they not making noise in my way. And that's the thing, people not even monitoring what their children are watching on these devices at all.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, it's crazy.
And, like, some of these games these kids play, like, where they doing all these shootings, and they learning about the guns. Like, these games actually teach you about real, legit guns.
And they know them forward and back. Ask any 5 to 13-year-old, they can be like, oh, that's a Ruger. That's a Desert Eagle with a, this a...
Bro, is that not crazy to you?
Bro, it's super crazy. And the fact that ain't nobody tripping off the fact that it's a game out there called Fortnite, where they showed, what they did is put cartoon images with real guns. So they got the little characters who dance, or they may be dressed up like a carrot, or they dance and do the newest moves, and like they shooting guns, like they like, oh yeah, that's AR-15, that's a da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's mad crazy. They
know everything about these guns, and it's off these games, off these TV shows, and it's things that parents allow their kids to watch day in and day out, and it's affecting them.
Yeah,
it is
super affecting them, man. Like, they and that's the thing that's creating bullying situation. These children are becoming so socially repressed or socially awkward where they can't even handle real situations, and they melt down when faced with a real situation. Bringing a gun to school, you know what I'm saying? Yep. That's gonna solve the situation. They don't have rational thinking on how to communicate with people, how to be just social at all. So they weird.
And you really said a word. You said solve the situation, because in these games and on TV, like, when people shoot people, it solves the situation, right?
Yeah.
So it's hands on. That's exactly what they learning.
Yeah, yeah. So, hey, prayers out to everybody in California going through something, you know what I'm saying, with that situation. Also all the other schools as well. Sad situation, but, I mean, we got a new presidential campaign coming up soon, the new run.
Goodness.
Hopefully somebody make that a question that needs to be answered. You know what I'm saying? Instead of talking about some of the things that we've been talking about for years now, as far as employment and all of that. Maybe possibly we can talk about school shooting,
definitely
gun control.
all needs to be at the top of the list.
Yeah. So man, we're gonna go into the jewel of the day. Yeah.
Jewel of the day.
We talking about red flags today.
Oh man.
Red flags in dating.
Ugh.
So, at what point or what's a red flag to you when you dating?
Not good communication. Like, that's a big red flag to me. Because if you can't communicate, then we probably can't get too far.
Yeah. Okay, I feel that communication is super important when it comes to anything, honestly. But I feel that. So I think like let me see here. I think I had something on that. Okay. A quick question that I had pulled up, you know what I'm saying, from one of our listeners. Have you ever felt like you were dating the same type of person over and over again?
Oh man.
And if so, what kind of pattern do you think you have as an individual?
Yeah, I definitely, because I feel like I'm newly single, so after I stepped out of my relationship, I felt like, dang, I literally picked the same type of man. I just picked a little bit better.
Okay.
And one thing that I'm learning is that we pick mirror of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't want to believe it, but we truly pick a mirror of ourselves and where we're at in our life. So if you haven't healed yourself,
hold on, before you go further,
yeah.
kind of open that up, unpack that a little bit.
All right, let's unpack it.
Yeah. So what you mean by that? The mirroring part.
A mirror of yourself. So we say women all the time, well, I've done my work, I've healed, but some of us truly haven't healed wounds that we have. We've just suppressed them.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you don't heal, so I dated a dude, same type of pattern as my last dude. And I picked the same type of man because I hadn't healed from him, from my ex. He had the same type of pattern, not good communication. And that was a red flag, but I overlooked it because I hadn't grown yet. Okay. And that's what a lot of women, we don't grow before we go look for the next type of man. We actually don't learn from the things the red flags in our old relationship, so that we can pay attention to what could possibly go on in our new relationship, what we got going on.
Okay. I feel that. So do you think that we subconsciously put out there images of ourselves or insecurities of ourselves to other people that we don't necessarily know that we're doing, and that's how we pick who we pick?
I feel like after you've been hurt so much, or you go through things in life, of course, after you've been dated a lot, I forgot what the fuck I was about to say.
Hey, it happens. You know
Repeat that question. I got you.
So basically, do you think that? So when we date a person, and I heard you say that we mirror, we tend to pick mirror images of ourselves when we date. Do you think that when we date, we give off energies or characteristics or personas that we don't necessarily want to give off? So when we date that person and they start showing us their ugly side, is that really them showing a reflection of what we've been giving off and we don't know it?
I feel like when we've been hurt so many times, when we get a relationship, we honestly try to work and we try to do everything in our possibility to make people happy. As far, I would say women, like, we try and do everything right. Like, if we do everything right, like, everything is going to be okay. And that's the type of energy that we give off. And that's why they say after 6 months, you really see who a person is, because 6 months, like, you can only keep up a facade for so long. Yeah. And then that's when you get that real person. That's when you get to vibe with, I feel like that's when that authenticity comes out a little bit more, and you get to see who a person really is. Yeah. And at that point, like, I feel like that sometimes when we see the mirror, we see like, oh, well, damn, this is the same type of nigga as the last one. Right. So okay. I completely agree. Like, we choose people based off where we at in life.
That's true. I think we choose people as well, like, as pacifiers for the moment.
Oh my God.
You know
Say
what I'm
a
saying?
word, pacifiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that I've dated in the past, and I've dated some women that I liked on the eye, but spirit was tainted. Shout out to y'all tainted women. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay,
got your
them
boy
tainted
far.
ones, the one take your
If it wasn't,
souls.
it wasn't for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that I can look back at some of the relationships that I really thought that I was gonna make it in, that I wanted to be in. I was fighting
Yeah.
for, and I can look back and see like, all right, I never grew from these relationships. I never picked up anything. They never took me to the next level. Like they never gave me what I needed to go further. And I could look at like my current situation, where ever since I've been in that, I've been just like leveling up, just leveling up. You know what I'm saying? Every month I'm leveling up different. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's spiritually, emotionally, financially, whatever. But I just see the growth in me from in 2019 from like 2015, like total different person.
But I guarantee that y'all grow together.
Yeah.
Like she probably inspires you to want to go get it, because I feel like that's what a relationship is: two people inspiring each other to be better versions of themselves.
Yeah.
And so we want love, and we want somebody to spend our life with. And so sometimes we get stuck in this rut where we choose people that's wrong. We choose people and we want more for them than they want for themselves. I can say that's kind of like the situation I was just in. I wanted more for him than he wanted for himself. So we both couldn't grow. I was just prospering, and at the same time, you staying stagnant.
Yeah.
Can't work like that. Two people need to both level up together.
Did you see flags in your situation? Not to put your business. You could decline if you want, but did you see flags at the beginning that you ignored, but like hindsight, you like, damn, I seen this. I really seen this.
100% I seen red flags. But it's funny because in my head I had built up like this whole little thing, like this whole little fairy tale fiction thing I had going on, because I had this man that treated me really, really well, better than I had any other man treat me, but at the same time he was a hoe. So I had built up in
Shout
my
out
head.
to the hoes out here.
I mean, shout out to the hoes. Y'all make the world go round. But I had built up in my head like, all men cheat. So I could have a dog laying on my couch not doing nothing for me, or I could have this man who take care of me and show me love like ain't nobody else shown me, but he just like to step out a little bit. So I feel like I definitely seen the red flags, a lot of them, but we overlooked them because the good outweighed the bad.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why a lot of people in relationships, and they overlook red flags, especially women. And women, listen to me right now, because you're going to be in the same position as me. Do not overlook those red flags. Those red flags are there for a reason. God's trying to tell you something, trying to show you, sis, put it down. Put it down.
Man, that's wild though, but I think like we all kind of get caught up in, like, cause honestly, man, like that bad shit be good sometimes. Like it be
Gary,
so good.
Say it again. Say it again.
It be good. It be good.
It be real
good. Especially in the moment, when you in the moment of it, man,
it's like a high.
It's good.
It's a high.
And you can know, like, man, this person's so toxic for me, bro.
I'm telling you, can know they toxic, but it's like, damn, when we together, it feel good.
Yeah.
But that, as people, we got to get over there. Sometimes you got to say, you feel good, but you not good for me, so I got to let you go.
Yeah.
That's easier said than
but
done,
though. It come with growth, though. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'm telling you.
I ain't gonna lie. I liked hoes back when I was young, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that was some of the best times of my 20s. In my 20s, like, just running through the circle.
Man, I miss my best head good, but right now, Gary, I ain't even gonna lie to you, but I'm trying to do better.
Call him. You know what I'm saying?
I'm delivered. But I missed you. Matter of fact, just talk to you. Shout out to you.
Man. So yeah, but yeah, I think definitely in the red flag game, like, communication is definitely a red flag. Consistency is something for me, man. If you can't stay consistent, and like, I'm irritated. And this ain't even relationships. I'm irritated by anything that's not consistent. Like, even if we doing work together, even if we on a project together, even if we co-workers, if you're not consistent, man, stay from around me. Like, I can't stand, like, inconsistent, you know what I'm saying? Like, inconsistent people.
Because I feel like, especially in relationship, consistency shows you where somebody's mind is at, like mentally with you, because somebody can physically want you and they call you up every once in a while for a little booty call or whatever, but it's different when somebody is consistently pursuing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pursue. They need to pursue you, ladies.
Do you think that's dead though? Like the whole chase thing that used to go on back in the day? I feel like we're dealing with a new age of women
right.
and men. And do you think that's still the key? Because you could get caught thirsty real quick if you pursuing.
I feel like there's a way to pursue, and then there's thirstiness. There's a difference in somebody letting you know, like, I'm interested in you, I want to get to know you, and then putting in the actions behind that. And there's a difference in somebody hitting you up every day, telling me, I want to come see you, I want to come over. Like, I can't stand that. If you're trying to get to know me, no, you cannot come over to my house. We not finna vibe like that. You ain't gotta spend your dollars. You ain't gotta spend your coins.
He might want to mukbang with you.
Yeah, he want a mukbanger. Like, no, it's a way to pursue a woman in the way that you want to have her. So I guess that's how it is. If a man is pursuing you in this type of way, then he's going to be consistent. Yeah. If he's inconsistent, it's probably because he just wants one thing from you. He got other options.
Yeah, that's true.
Look, yeah.
And hold on, we're gonna get back to that. Drop your Instagram real quick for everybody listening.
Oh yeah, it's _ URFAV kitty _.
Okay.
Because I literally just changed it, which is so funny.
That's what's up.
Hold on, let me rewind. Yes, it's _ your fave BBW _ kitty. And if you can't find me there, you can definitely find me on YouTube at Fat and Unfiltered Podcast Mukbangs.
Hey, yeah. But so back on the topic a little bit. So we talking about the red flags. When is it time to throw the towel in or wave your white flag? Like when it's just like, you know what, I'm cool. It's like, this enough. We did this and it's not working. At what point you feel like it's time? Or what point or what type of situation is it time to throw the towel in?
Like at one point, like I say the first red flag and the first lie. Yeah. Man, the first lie, sis. The first lie you catch a man in, run. I'm speaking from experience.
Hey, Tank said a man can tell 2 lies and
that's okay?
And not be a liar. He just, you know what I'm saying? He just lied about those situations.
Okay, so let's flip that. If your woman tell you 2 lies, could she not be a liar? Or does it depend on the type of lie that she tells?
Nah, she a liar, fam.
So yeah, I can't rock with Tank because you a liar at that point.
Yeah.
And see, I've been that type of person that's just like, okay, it's just a little white lie, like it ain't nothing big. But then it's like you get that big lie and you like, dang. And so it starts to make you question all the other lies. So yeah, just listen to me. That first lie, let it go.
Yeah.
Think you gotta let it go.
So how much fight do you put into a situation then?
I'd be lying to you if I said not a lot, because I'm the type of person, like, I give it my all.
Yeah.
And I give it my all because I know when I let it go, like, I don't have no regrets at that point because I gave you everything that I had. And so if I'm letting you go, like, I got to let you go.
Yeah.
So I say, we too.
I believe in quitting.
And I was just about to say, man, we too old for that.
Yeah, I believe in quitting. I know your mama tell you don't be a quitter, fight hard, never give up. I mean, quit. I just believe in quitting. You know what I'm saying? If it's making you feel uncomfortable, if you out of your character, if you feeling quit, it don't matter. You quit.
I should have had you some months ago, Gary.
Yeah,
I should have.
Yeah, just quit.
That's what I needed to hear. I needed a solid friend and just be like, you know what, bro, just quit.
Yeah, I heard. I don't know. I think I was watching The Voice Quit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to when I be at work, I be watching The Voice Quit. Yeah, right. We don't let them know. We don't let them know.
All right.
But I was watching The Voice Quit, and the lady on there, the judge, she said something that I found to be dope for like young women. She was like, it was a young lady having a hard time letting a guy go that she was super involved with, and she said that would you rather be in a situation where you got a guy, but he treats you like trash. He don't value you. He's not nothing. Or would you rather be single and having the time of your life? You know what I'm saying? In love with yourself, happy with yourself. I don't think people look at it like that. Like I listen to a lot of my female friends when they talk and they're single, and they have a problem with being lonely, starting over, not wanting to, you know what I'm saying, be on their own. And what I tell people all the time, people take for granted the single period. The single period is the truth because the single period is not about going to bed by yourself. The single period is about developing self. You know what I'm saying? It's about taking that time, sitting back, reflecting on myself before, because you think about it. A lot of people, and you know people just like I know people who don't have it together, but they trying to bring somebody in on that mess. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to keep it frank. They trying to bring somebody in on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
it's bullshit.
Yeah, and that's what it is. And they don't have it together, but they think that if I get with somebody, that's going to make me happy. Life going to be complete. And that's not where it's at. Single period is for working on if your credit bad, get that credit together. If you not making enough money, but you want more money, it's time to go back to school.
Dropping gems, y'all.
Hey, that's what these Jews about. This is what these Jews about. But it's about taking time to be like, you know what? I need to make more money. Let me go ahead and go back to school. Let me get a certification. Let me get a degree. Let me learn a trade or a skill or something. It's also about, man, where am I at spiritually? Now, I ain't saying everybody got to be a Christian. I ain't saying you got to be a Muslim. You ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? But you should be reflecting or meditating to self or something to repair self. Whatever you want to do. But you should be meditating or praying or some kind of facet of that, or those two, where you actually like repairing self. You know what I'm saying? Just being spiritual. You should be doing a lot for self. If you fat, you know what I'm saying, get skinny. If you skinny, get fat. However you want to do it, whatever make you happy. You know what I'm saying?
We thugging with it.
But that's why I think people don't understand the appreciation, because you think about it like this. Like, let's just say the normal life, you're a single person. Single doesn't last forever. And I'm gonna just keep I'm gonna keep it out there as real as possible too. People who stay single for a long time and can't figure it out, it's you. You're welcome. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome. It's you. You the problem. So
all right, Dr. Hustle.
So that's the thing. So when you out here, but you single, and you gotta, we bring it back to that mirror. I love that term that you said about mirroring stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That might be the title of the show. Don't quote me on it. It might be some man in the mirror type
all
thing.
Right.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? But I just think like, yeah, it's time when you single. It's not about the people who's interested in you. It's about being interested in self, taking that time to reflect, look in the mirror, see where you probably weaker in some areas, and going harder in the areas that you're stronger in, and bringing those weaker areas up. And then that's how you make yourself. Because I believe in the mirror thing. You know what I'm saying? I believe in, you want somebody to mirror the actions of you. You want to date somebody who's the mirror reflection of yourself. But if you don't have a good job, you can't want them to have a good job. If you don't have a car, you can't want them to be like, you got to have a car. If you stand with people and you have your own place, you can't be like, he got to have his own place. Y'all both need to have your own place. Y'all both need to have a car. Y'all both need to have, and these are small things. Even if you're a person who, you know what I'm saying, you got a degree and you don't want to date a person with a degree. Even though I'm going to tell you, y'all losing. Shout out to my fellas who don't got degrees. I'm a non-degree holder, but we still making it. We still fine out here. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if you feel that, I want an educated person, you should probably be educated as well. You got to, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it go. You know what I'm saying? And appreciate that single time, because when you get married or when you get in a relationship, that could possibly be your last relationship. you'll never have that time to just sit around your house in your drawers and chill again. You know what I'm saying? I miss my chilling in my drawers days. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to having a woman, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, walking around butt naked.
But sometimes you miss them days when your house is peace and quiet. You know, when you hear a noise, it's a noise that came from you. You know what I'm saying? So enjoy that single time and don't trip off of it. I heard more women talk about it than men, even though men starting to get to that point too where they getting fed up and think that they selections are slim as well. But, you know, if a person ain't working for you, if they don't fit, and you know what make you comfortable, like if a person lying, if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel you always is tension, man, quit. Get out of there. Abort mission. You know what I'm saying? Get out of there.
Hey, hustle like abort.
Abort. Get out of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, man, like I believe in God, and I believe in God don't put you through nothing. Like, God is of love, and I don't feel like that God puts you in trash situations to make you feel pain on purpose.
Oh, see, and I had to disagree with you.
You think so?
Because it's purpose in the pain. And a lot of times, what people don't understand is when you pick your mirror, you're going to pick your right one. Mm-hmm. And when you see yourself, that's when it propels us to be different, to change. Because when you keep picking the same type of person like that, like she said, do you believe that you can pick the same type of person? Yes, because you don't heal. Nobody is healing. Nobody is saying, why do I keep picking the same type of nigga? What is wrong with me? Because we choose these people. These people don't make us get in relationships with them. Yeah. We choose you.
Yeah.
So if you choosing a dog every time, sis, why you like laying down with fleas? Why do you like fleas? Let's just really look at it.
That was a Jew right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we always want to talk about, hey, it's other people. Why you do this to me? Well, sis, we choose the same type of person. You choosing the same type of person. So let's sit down and look in the mirror and let's fix what's wrong with me so that I don't choose that same type of man or woman no more.
I'm guilty of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we all are, bro.
Like, I got a rep, man. They say that I love the hoes. You know what I'm saying? I did. Somebody had to. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody had to.
Somebody had to. But no, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, you do get caught into what feels familiar, what feels good, you know what I'm saying? These little things that attract you, you know what I'm saying? And you got to look at it like, man, like I noticed with me, one day I was dealing with a young female and I noticed with me that I was like, bruh, I don't want to keep doing this. Mm-hmm. I don't want to keep being an option. I don't want to be the Netflix and chill buddy. Yeah. I'm like, bro, I actually want to make money and I actually want to see the world and I want to travel and create memories and traditions and just getting up and linking up to go get some wings and watching TV and, you know what I'm saying, who gonna get the Walmart towel out the bathroom and, you know what I'm saying, clean this up. And then I got tired of that. I didn't want to do that no more. I felt like I was better than that. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel like everybody has to get to that point when you are no longer fulfilled by it just being enough. When you have that feeling in you that says, I want something more, like I need something more than just, you know, some booty and some Netflix and chill. Like I want to actually cuddle up. Like I want to have deep conversation type shit.
But Disney Plus finna have all kind of new little babies running through here.
You know it's about to be lit.
So with me bringing that up, we're going to switch segments off the jewel. So the jewel, value yourself. No one to throw that flag in, you know what I'm saying? Or watch for your red flags.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Say it again. Value yourself.
Value yourself. Don't be afraid to be a quarter. You know what I'm saying?
No, I didn't say that. I did not endorse that. Miss Kitty did not.
But we're going to move to the next segment. My next segment is dope shit, nope shit. So speaking of Disney, I'm going to jump right in on that. Disney Plus just dropped. And have you had the opportunity to take a look at it?
I haven't looked, but did you hear they had 10 million subscribers in the first 24 hours?
I'm one of them. I had to get it.
So let's talk about it. Why? First of all,
why they made a deal that I couldn't. they made a deal that I couldn't refuse. So on my dope shit, I'm gonna go dope shit.
I'm gonna say it's dope shit too.
And I'm gonna get into. They sent me an email that said, Gary, we would like to offer you Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN for $12.99. I said, fam, you got me, dog. I said,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. I was like, I said, y'all got me,
when
man.
they threw in the ESPN, they got you, though.
Bruh.
Like, so you going to give me my childhood and you going to give me
Bruh.
football?
Bruh.
You send that thing.
And a few TV shows sprinkled in between. Bruh. I said, y'all, man. I said, y'all making it difficult, man. I said, y'all need to look.
They sent that to all black people, bro.
And
all black people?
They sent it to me, and I had Disney Plus within 120 minutes of them sending that email. I was like, gotta get it, man. Like, let me get that. And I've been scrolling through it all morning, and it got everything, dog.
Everything from my childhood, bro.
Everything. Man. Even the Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
Man, Little Mermaid. You know what I'm saying? Beauty and the Beast. Bruh.
Pocahontas.
Like, look. Look, I told my wife, I said, look, I said, this little thing cool. I said, I'm gonna let you know if it's good. I said, it's a couple of movies that wasn't big, but if they got those, it's good.
Say it.
Mulan.
Okay.
Pocahontas.
Okay.
Hercules.
Okay.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
And they had all four of them. I said, no, these wasn't even the big ones. I said, they got all the legit stuff. So, hey, those shit to Disney, man. And then I heard my boys Netflix, they in the bucket too right now, because they saying that they finna link up. They just did a deal with Nickelodeon to bring all the old Nickelodeon shows and recreate some of the stuff. Bruh, I'm a Nickelodeon kid. I grew up in the 90s. We
all grew up on Nickelodeon.
Bruh. Doug, come on, bruh.
Oh, my God. The Rugrats,
man,
like, bro, I mean, I feel childish for saying it, but I low-key still watch the Rugrats with a bowl of cereal. Man. Captain Crunch.
Hey, it goes down, man.
I'm telling you, Saturday mornings, we thugging it out.
It goes down. So, yeah, I'm definitely in the mix for Disney. Shout out to Disney for that.
So, we're going to say that's dope shit.
Dope shit.
I guess I can agree with you.
Yeah. Okay. My next one, bringing it back to a nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? Nostalgic moment. Motorola just jumped back in the game with a Razor.
Bro, I just seen it. Why everything is Facebook? It was on Facebook, and
Bruh.
I thought it was a fake meme. I had to Google it.
Man.
It's really about to be back out.
It's dope, too. It look hard.
It look hard.
I said dope shit on that one, man.
We still gonna say dope shit?
I'm gonna say.
Are people really gonna go buy it?
I don't think so. I don't think people gonna touch it. I think it still look like a regular smartphone when you flip it up. But I think we are so in touch with iPhone. I don't think it'll stand a chance, man. Any new phone, I mean, it's cute. You know what I'm saying? It look nice, but iPhone got this cell phone market sold up.
And I would say for kids, but kids not gonna even like it because
they ain't even understanding.
They stuck on their iPhone.
They don't even understand why you got to flip it. Like, why is it flipping? Like, they're not gonna understand it.
Okay, you right.
But I think the phone dope. I don't think it's gonna stand a chance. I mean, that's good. They put it out by Christmas. Maybe somebody grandmama that gonna get a new phone. I think the grandmas might rock with the old flip. You know what I'm saying?
Would.
Yeah. So, all right, my next one. The return of the Popeye's chicken sandwich.
Man,
dope shit.
Dope shit. From Fat Girl, dope shit.
Hey, no lie. That chicken sound fine. All y'all who said it's nasty or it's trash, y'all just mad because y'all had to wait in line a long time. That chicken sandwich hit. It
hit, y'all. It's the perfect crunch, and then it's juicy in the inside.
Yeah.
Come on now.
It hit. It's fire.
I might have one after we get done recording. What you talking about?
So I'm gonna go dope shit on that one too.
Yep, that's dope shit for sure.
All right, man. We're gonna wrap this show up, man. So what I want to do is extend to you the Crown Jewels Royal Treatment. Royal Treatment is a segment where I like to give a guest their opportunity to roll out whatever it is they doing, promote it, talk about it, tell us about it, where to find you, all of that good stuff. So I'm rolling that red carpet out for you.
Yeah, okay. You know Miss Kitty in this thing. Well, I want to let y'all know a little bit. Fat and Unfiltered Podcast. We come into y'all every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And what we actually got going on right now, you can catch us on YouTube. We doing mukbangs. So we're combining visual podcasting along with mukbangs. If you don't know about mukbangs, go to YouTube, type it in. Matter of fact, go to YouTube and type in Fat and Unfiltered Podcast Mukbangs. Mukbang is Mukbang. And you'll see us coming to you live, you know, relationship, having issues with your man, having issues with your woman. You just want to get a good, juicy story. You want us to be in your business. Whatever you got going on, just come chill and vibe with us. It's a good time. So that's really what we got going on now. We got
shout out your co-host too.
Man, I can't forget about Talk Today. That's my baby.
What up, Day?
And they in the city right now. She should have pulled up on us, honestly. But yeah, you can catch me and Day, Miss Kitty and Day, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And like I said, you can follow us on all social medias. Fat and Unfiltered Podcast, FU Podcast Mukbangs.
Hey.
For sure. We in this thing.
Man, well, thank you. Well, thank you again for coming out, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? It was a long time coming. We had to go ahead and put this in the mix. But that's our show. We out. Bow.